Hello everyone, my name is Cami Gala and this is my project on supporting students with learning disabilities. My analysis and research into my interest area is that there is a need for increasing the access in schools for the use of assistive technology and accommodations. There's a need for more inclusive classrooms. Through classroom inclusion, students can better understand their own abilities and limits, and classroom inclusion helps connect students with learning disabilities or any disabilities with other students. Personal narrative. Through working with students, I've learned that there are a lot of different learning disabilities and that learning disabilities are more common than I had previously realized. I had the opportunity to help a student when he was really struggling, and through connecting with him, he was able to regulate himself. I realized the difference I can make through listening, being encouraging, and staying positive, and all students need to know that someone is looking out for them and cares for them no matter who they are. We should do what we can to help them navigate their educational challenges. So my advocacy partner organization is Sisson Elementary School. It is located in Mount Shasta, California, and serves students in grades 4th through 8th. Their mission statement is to provide a rigorous educational path, creating the opportunity for each and every student to belong and contribute to our school community, celebrate their unique potential, and achieve academic success. My interview was with Dr. Emily Gibson. My highlights are that students who have learning disability often have other learning disabilities combined. So if they have one learning disability, it's more than likely that they have others with that learning disability. These kids, like many others, usually have so much more going on around them in life, which makes it even harder to be successful at school. It's important to find out why kids are struggling and what they need in order for them to be successful. Most importantly, the case that we created isn't working, meaning the school and educational system that has been built was not built to help all students. My objectives is that I will advocate for students with learning disabilities by researching 3 different common learning disabilities and creating a pamphlet to hand out as an educational resource for teachers and staff to use when working with students with different learning disabilities. My target audience are teachers, school staff, and anyone who wants to learn more about learning disabilities. The opponents to my advocacy is the people who are against change. For example, teachers who do not want to learn how to help their students and instead treat the student as a problem child rather than finding new ways to support that student. Key messages. Remember that each student is a unique individual and that there is not one specific way to teach a student. Sometimes we need to change the way we do things to create a more equitable and inclusive learning environment, especially for students with learning disabilities. It's not that they aren't trying, but maybe we aren't giving them our best. It is our job to figure out how to teach them. So my activities, I interviewed Dr. Emily Gibson to learn more about advocacy for students with learning disabilities. We plan to create a pamphlet that explains different disabilities with information that would explain the disability, common struggles, and accommodation strategies that can be used to help that child be more successful. I did research on different learning disabilities, made my rough draft of my pamphlet, and I created a survey based on the rough draft, and I handed those out to teachers and received the feedback back. And now, based on the feedback, I will make my final copy of my pamphlet and hand it back out to all the teachers. So the data was, I created a survey and collected data about my project, including editing suggestions, what could be improved, if they learned anything new, and are there any learning disabilities they want to learn more about. Feedback was that I need to work on my formatting. Teachers want to learn more about dyslexia, dyspraxia, autism, dyscalculia, and ODD. Some teachers did learn new things from my pamphlet, while others said no because they have been teaching for a very long time. Responses also included that they will use some of the accommodation techniques in their classrooms, and some already do use the accommodation strategies. For me, it was a very successful project. I have completed the major steps to my project. My survey and project were very successful. The teachers really enjoyed my creation. Through my project, teachers have agreed to use accommodation strategies in their classrooms more, and I have grown as an advocate through this process. Following up, I am in the process of figuring out my next steps. I'm going to make a final copy of my project and possibly continue this project every quarter or see if anybody else is able to continue it for me. Here is a list of all my references for all of my research, and thank you so much for watching my presentation.